This is exciting. Okay, we're gonna Phantom Transformation. Phantom Transformation. Grab the Flapple. Apple Drop. Place 20 damage on the Inkay. We got it! We did it! We're gonna Turffield Stadium. Turffield Stadium. Grab the Flapple. Make do away the Flapple. Let's go. We actually did it. Put Zorua down. Play the Clara. Put 2 Pokemon in my hand. I'm gonna grab Zorua and Zoroark. Yes, let's go. Eldegoss for Clara. Put the double colorless. Retreat into Eldegoss. Not deck out because we're gonna put. We did it. Yes, I'm so happy we got it. Oh my god, I was a little worried. That is so cool. Flapple, you're so good. Let's go. Yo, what's good, trainers? Welcome back. So I found out something very, very cool, and it involves this Flapple with Apple Drop. I found an infinite combo that I can use with Flapple to do damage in perpetuity. Now, granted, your opponent, this is hoping that your opponent doesn't do anything to you. Or if you've locked them in some way, then you might be able to win in this fashion. So, if you don't know what this Flapple does, it has the ability Apple Drop, which says once during your turn, you may put 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. If you place any damage counters in this way, shuffle this Pokemon and all cards attached to it into your deck. Now, I know what you might be saying. Andrew, this card is really bad. Chilling Reign and Teleon with Quick Shooting to do 2 damage anywhere without shuffling it back into the deck is just better. And to that I say, you're not wrong, but Flapple is a stage 1, which means that we can actually use it with this Zoroark over here with Phantom Transformation. Sorry, it's cut off a little bit. It says, once during your turn, you may choose a stage 1 Pokemon except for Zoroark from your discard pile, discard Zoroark, and replace that Pokemon with it. So, we're going to be targeting Flapple with our Phantom Transformation Zoroark and doing some shenanigans with it. So, for this infinite loop to work, we need a Zoroark and a Zorua in play, at least. We need 1 Cincino with Make Do, discard a card from your hand and draw 2 cards. A Turffield Stadium in play, which says once during each player's turn, that player may search their deck for an Evolution Grass Pokemon. Some sort of wall, whether that is, I just have Corviknight VMAX right here because it has free retreat. You need some sort of wall with free retreat. So something you could use is Corviknight VMAX. It has a lot of HP, which is just kind of nice. You can use Togekiss VMAX, Jolteon VMAX. Those all have free retreat. A Galarian Weezing with a Hiding Energy has free retreat. Anything with an air balloon, so like an Altaria with an air balloon works. Anything with free retreat is sufficient. You can any wall that you want to put in the active spot. You also need an Eldegoss and a Double Turbo. Let's say they're just in your deck for now. It doesn't matter where they are necessarily. Put them in the deck down here. And a Flapple in the discard pile. So let me send that to the discard pile down here in the bottom left. Sorry, it's a little hard to see. And then this Clara, grab 2 Pokemon from your discard pile and 2 energy cards from your discard pile. And we're going to put that over in the discard pile as well. So, let's do this loop. We're going to draw 1 for turn. It's double turbo energy, whatever. Phantom Transformation. So I'm going to send Zoroark to the discard pile and grab my... Oops. And grab my... Where is it? How do I grab a Flapple? Can I not? Oh, there we go. Okay, grab Flapple and put it into play. Replace Zoroark with my Flapple. Then I'm going to use Flapple's Apple Drop ability to send it back to the deck. So send to the deck. Okay, so it comes over here to the deck. Then I'll use Turffield Stadium to search my deck for a Grass Evolution Pokemon. So I'm going to look at my deck, grab Flapple, and put it into my hand. Put this. Now we're back at my hand. Put Flapple into my hand. I'm going to use Make Do to discard Flapple. So Flapple goes back to the discard pile and draw 2 cards with Make Do. We draw our Eldegoss and Double Turbo that's in the deck. I play down Eldegoss and use Happy Match. When I play it from my hand, I can grab a supporter card from my discard pile. So I'm going to open that up and grab Clara, put it into my hand. Then I'm going to use Clara to grab a Zorua and Zoroark and put them into my hand. Zorua and Zoroark go into my hand. Play Zorua down on the bench, evolve into Zoroark, attach Double Turbo to Eldegoss. There we go. Retreat my free retreater, my wall, whatever, and use float up. Put it back into the deck. Wait, what did I put over here? Ah, Clara. Sorry. Clara goes to the discard pile, not to the deck. Then Eldegoss goes back in the deck. Corviknight goes to the active spot with free retreat and whatnot. And now the whole combo is set again. So then, next turn, draw a card. Oops. My bad. Draw a card. 1. Phantom Transformation. Send it to the discard pile. Replace it with Flapple. Apple Drop with Flapple. Place 20 damage wherever I want. Put it back in the deck. Turffield Stadium. Find my Flapple. Put it into my hand. Make do with Cincino. Put it in the discard pile. Draw 2. Eldegoss. Happy match. Grab Clara. Clara, my Zora, and my Zoroark. Clara goes back to the discard pile. Double turbo. Retreat. Float up for 30. Goes back to the deck. Send up my wall. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. There we go. Infinite combo, baby. Whether or not this is good, who knows? But I'm doing 30 damage with Eldegoss, and I am placing 20 damage with Apple Drop every turn. So 30 and 20 snipe. So you never deck out, which is kind of cool. And you get to do 30 and 20. So I kind of created a deck. It's heavily inspired by Sanders' control deck that did well at Liverpool Regionals. So shout out to Sander for building this very, very cool deck. I kind of just tweaked a couple cards to see what we could do with it. So Sanders' control deck revolved around Cincino being able to draw cards and go through your deck very, very quickly. It also involved Snorlax with Gourmandize, just being able to draw cards in the early game, and this engine is very, very strong. After you get to the late game, that's your goal, just getting to the late game. Once you get there, then you can start to use your walls. So you're going to have Altaria with Miraculous Charm, which prevents damage being done to it by Pokemon VMGX. You have things like Galarian Wheezing with neutralizing gas to shut off abilities. You've got your Zoroarks, of course, so you can keep Galarian Wheezing and Altaria in play. You can also use Flapple. Good old Flapple with Apple Drop. Got the Eldegoss. That's going to be very important for our loops and maintaining our resources, getting supporters back. Supporters like Team Yell's Cheer, which shuffle even more supporters back into the deck, even more Pokemon back into the deck. And then we've got a Gorbis as well, because Rapid Strike, Quick Shooting, and Teleon. Luckily, it is a Rapid Strike card, so we get to turn off its ability with Gorbis, and it's a stage 1, so we can keep getting Gorbis back into play with Zoroark. And then we've also got a Ribombee, which moves energies from the opponent's active Pokemon to their bench Pokemon. So we get to kind of manipulate their energies a little bit and hope that they can't attack or run them out of resources in some way. Ribombee is also a stage 1, so we can get that back with Zoroark over and over. There's also my free retreater of choice here is Jolteon VMAX. Whether or not this is correct is debatable, but I wanted to take advantage of the damage that Flapple is going to be spreading with Apple Drop. And so being able to max Thunder Rumble and have free retreat and be able to attack with just 1 energy with Elemental Badge and a Lightning Energy, I thought might be kind of useful. And it has been in the few games I've played so far. Another option that this deck has because of this free retreater VMAX situation, this Jolteon that we have, is it has 300 HP. So think about it, if you're going up against something like Arceus and Teleon that doesn't play like Galarian Zapdos or Galarian Moltres, if it's just straight Arceus and Teleon, they're not one-shotting your Jolteon VMAX. You can just send up Jolteon every single turn, Eldegoss and float up, and happy match for Cheryl every single turn. And just have an infinite loop that way. It's not entirely infinite because you do have to have a Cincino in play, and you do need to constantly discard cards for Make Do. But, I mean, you have Zoroark, so it's not hard to have a Cincino in play. But always having the cards to discard for Make Do does get a little tough from time to time. You could play things like Pyukumuku, which actually might be kind of useful in this deck. Sander played it just so that way he could draw some extra cards. If you only have 2 cards in deck and you have Eldegoss and Double Turbo, you draw for turn and then Pyukumuku draws 1, so you don't have to discard a card with Make Do. This deck is very complicated. I could probably talk about it for a very long time, but I'm sure that these games are going to be kind of long too, and so I want to make sure that we get a good amount of games in. So those are all the Pokemon described. Manaphy, obviously, for protecting our bench. And then we've got things like Peonia to protect against our prize cards. Roseanne's backup, which gets back special energy cards, our stadiums, our tools, Pokemon. Good recovery card there. Air Balloon to give us free retreat. Hiding Energy to give Galarian Weezing free retreat, which has been good. Scoop Up Nets, Flannery's, and Eviltal, which is good against Mew. So let's just go into this. I want to see if we can get some good games, hopefully, with our Infinite Flapple combo. So let's just check it out. This Flapple has never been good in the history of forever, ever since it was released 2 years ago. So if we can actually make it good, I think that'd be kind of sick. So let's see. We're not going first, so that's not great. This deck typically wants to go first. And let's see. All right, we got a Snorlax start, which is really, really nice. The 4 capture energy that this deck plays makes it very easy to get Snorlax into play. So even if we started something like a Mincino, ooh, we're going against Jolteon. That's not good. Even if we started something like a Mincino, as long as we have capture energy, we can attach it to Mincino, search out Snorlax, put it on the bench, retreat into Snorlax, which is very nice. Okay, so I'm not... Oh, we drew Manaphy, which is very nice. So I'm just going to play this down. Now, let's see. I'm going to level ball for a Mincino. Oh. All 3 of our Mincino are prized. Okay. That's not good. Okay, well, we'll get out Zorua. That's horrible. Capture energy. Let's capture energy the Manaphy, actually, because then I can retreat. Don't want it on the Zoroark because it discards the energy when you Phantom Transformation. So let's get another Zorua. Luckily, we play 2 Paonia, so we're not completely out of luck. I don't think Elemental Badge is going to be super useful here, and we have Roseanne's backup to get it back if we really need to. So I'm going to Ultra Ball these away. I guess we'll just get another... I kind of want to get the Gorbis, too, because we're going to need that, but I guess we don't need it now. The Gorbis is going to be really helpful so he doesn't snipe our Manaphy on the bench. So we'll get another Zorua. I could Bird Keeper. I'm just going to keep it here, and I'm just going to Gormandize for 6. I'm just going to chill. We're playing a very patient game where it doesn't really... like, we don't have to do things quick. We're not going to be doing anything quick, actually. We're forcing our opponent to take 6 prizes, essentially. Sometimes more than that if we're forcing him to KO Jolteon VMAX. And so we could play even a 7 or 8 prize game because of that. So we've got plenty of time. And this Jolteon is also not killing stuff if we have Manaphy in play. And Jolteons typically don't really play a whole lot of boss. So my opponent might be relying on Zigzagoon and Inteleon pings. Okay, they didn't ping the Manaphy. That's interesting. Maybe they know they're going to get a boss on the Manaphy? Sure. But I was going to say, typically Jolteon might rely on things like Quick Shooting Inteleon to snipe off Manaphy off of the bench. But once I get that Gorbis out into play and turn off all of the Rapid Strike Pokemon's abilities, that's not going to be an option. So, luckily we have Zinnia's Resolve here, which is going to let us draw 5 cards and discard a Gorbis and a Cincino. So we can, if we get a Zoroark, we can, 1, get the Gorbis into play, and maybe even a Cincino. Well, that's rude. Fan of Waving Capture Energy. And maybe get a Cincino into play, too. Oh, and they missed the Elemental Badge. Okay. Sure, that's fine with me. Okay, so I think first things first, I'm just going to Zinnia's Resolve, discard the Gorbis and the Cincino. Draw 6. Sweet. No Zoroark, though, which is kind of unfortunate. So, let's see. We don't really have anything that we want to level ball. Prizing the Mincinos is actually kind of bad here. I'm gonna save this Air Balloon because I want to put Altaria into the active spot later, and Altaria needs the Air Balloon. I think I'm just gonna pass. Oops. Not great. We'll get to Paonia next turn for some Mincinos, but we could get Marnied here, which would be kind of annoying. Scoop Up Net, that's fine. I don't really mind if my opponent uses up their resources. My opponent's just going to town, honestly. If they get a boss, we actually... Okay, that's actually fine, because we have Roseanne's backup and Level Ball, so we can get Manaphy back down. Even if this happens, so that's kind of totally fine. And hopefully my opponent only plays 1 boss and no Pal Pad or anything like that. So hopefully this Manaphy will stick once we get it. And we even have like an Eldegoss and another to recycle Roseanne's backup if we need to. So get to Roseanne's backup for the elemental badge and for the Manaphy. So that's Roseanne's backup. Put Manaphy back in the deck, elemental badge back in the deck. Okay, sure, why not? We'll level ball for Manaphy, and we're pretty much just stalling my opponent out at this point. We're gonna put Manaphy. We want them to use up their bosses and not have access to those anymore. So I think we're just gonna pass. That's kind of what this deck does. Is just be patient and sit back. Let your opponent use their resources, do whatever they need to do, whatever they want to do, and just enjoy your life. You know, scroll some TikTok. You know, go on Twitter. Just kidding. Don't go on Twitter. Twitter's a horrible, horrible place. Just kidding. I love Twitter. It's bad. Okay, so just 100 damage done to us. We're gonna get to Paonia. I almost want to put this other Snorlax down, and I think I'm going to. No quick shooting Inteleon has come out yet. I'm gonna Paonia. Grab these 3. Okay, there's the Altaria, which is huge. So I definitely want to keep that. Let's put we can grab an Ultra or a Zoroark with Ultra Ball. I'm gonna put the Hiding Energy back. I don't think we're gonna need that a whole lot. We didn't get any of the Mincinos. I just noticed. Gonna put Jolteon V in here. I don't think we'll need that either. I kind of like all the rest of these cards, but I'm gonna put a Cincino back since I don't imagine with 3 Mincinos prized that I'm gonna be getting on a whole lot of Cincinos. Okay, so Paonia those. I can Ultra Ball away the Altaria, grab a Zoroark to grab a Gorbis, which would be very good. So let's Ultra Ball away the Altaria, as well as maybe the Bird Keeper. I kind of like Bird Keeper here, actually. Get rid of the Team Yell's Cheer. No, let's get rid of the Bird Keeper. I think that's fine. Ultra Ball, get rid of that. We'll grab Zoroark. Cool. This one. We'll evolve this one since the damage actually gets removed from Phantom Transformation. Use Phantom Transformation to grab a Gorbis. So now, Quick Shooting Inteleon is turned off. We could Scoop Up Net the Snorlax, but I kind of like saving my Scoop Up Nets. I don't really care if my opponent takes a prize card here, because we're going to make it kind of impossible for them to do anything later. And freeing up the bench spot would actually be kind of nice. So let's just Gormandize. Boop. Alright, we get a boss. That's kind of nice. So one thing you want to try and do also is when you see your opponent spreading their energy like this, especially with an energy in the discard pile, Jolteon doesn't have any way to recover that. And so if I boss one of these Drizzile or Galarian Zigzagoon or something, and my opponent only plays 2 Scoop Up Nets, that Pokemon is stuck there indefinitely. Especially when Jolteon only plays like 4 speed and 2 regular lightning usually. Put another Snorlax down. We're still having some trouble finding Zoroarks, which is not great. This hand is pretty bad. I'm gonna Level Ball. Could get another Zorua down, but I kind of want to save a bench spot for Eldegoss. Okay, I'm just gonna pass. That's fine. I'm gonna boss up this Zigzagoon. I don't really care if they Scoop Up Net Zigzagoon. That's fine. And then, all right, let's just Gormandize. I'm not playing down the Eldegoss V because I want to make sure that when this Eldegoss V goes down, like onto the bench, that I can float up immediately. And there we go, a pass. So it seems we might have locked my opponent already. Unfortunately, our hand is also kind of dog doo-doo. Without Mincinos, this deck gets a lot worse, let me tell you. So I want to keep this Team Yell's Cheer and Level Ball in my hand in case another boss Manaphy comes up. I'm actually just going to pass. I can Capture Energy. That doesn't really do anything. I could Capture Energy for... yeah, I don't really know. Evo Incense, okay. Nice Quick Shooting Inteleon. Nice Quick Shooting Inteleon that gets to do absolutely nothing. If I had Double Turbo, I could put the Eldegoss V down, because then I could Scoop Up Net the Snorlax and then float up with Eldegoss. There's a Quick Ball. chilling. I think I'm just going to pass again. I don't really want anything. I kind of want to just wait until my opponent does more stuff. Okay, there's another energy. That's fine. Snorlax is going to take 100 damage. We are protected from the Mana Fee. Oh, with the Mana Fee, which is nice. There's our double turbo. So this could be our turn to do some stuff. So, Clara, I can grab another Zoroark. Okay, so now I think we're going to Eldegoss here. Oh, I didn't even see that Path to the Peak in play. Oops. I don't know how I didn't see that, but oh well. That's not great. All right, we're going to scoop up Net Snorlax. Send up Eldegoss V. Oh, I was so excited. I was going to get my Altaria into play. I think that would have sealed things up. All right, we'll put Snorlax back down. And we'll just float up for 30 damage. And yes, we'll shuffle it back. So now we need to get our Turffield Stadium really badly. Let's see, what do we want to start setting up? We just need another Zoroark so we can get this Altaria into play. This matchup seems very, very easy. Especially when your opponent is playing like this. Spreading the energies out between two VMAXs. Also, why do they have a Battle VIP pass in their deck? Yeah. Who am I to judge? Oh, we got the Elemental Badge. That's not very good. Quick Ball. Might have to Gormandize here. I'm actually just gonna fail it. I don't want any of these cards. I'm gonna put another Snorlax down. Keeping these cards in. I can use the Level Ball, I guess, so we can draw some more cards, because the Capture Energy would get us Mana Fee if it does get knocked out. So I'll Level Ball, fail it, and we'll just Gormandize for 3. Hoping to get a Zoroark. Let's go! Alright. Got a Zoroark, so now let's see what we can do here. Max Thunder Rumble. I'm gonna get hit. It's fine. Because now I'm gonna send up Zoro and Zoroark. What does my opponent do? Zoroark? What does my opponent do against this setup? I don't think they can do anything. I'm gonna Phantom Transformation into Altaria. I can actually just start killing them with Altaria and Capture Energies, which is kind of hilarious. We can also evolve here so it doesn't get one shot from his Jolteon. I think I'm going to start attaching Capture Energies to Altaria. How does it KO me? I don't think they can really do anything. Let's get another Zoro into play. I think that's fine. Another Zoro into play because we can scoop up this Snorlax to make room for Eldegoss, and we'll just Team Yell's Cheer. I like saving Team Yell's Cheer for when I can get it back with Eldegoss, so. Plus, what would we get back with Team Yell's Cheer? More Zoroarks. Boss, probably. Yeah, maybe getting Boss back is useful. And Payon, yeah. We'll see. I think this is checkmate. I love playing these kind of control decks. It's so fun. I just love it when your opponent just plays all their cards down and you just go Gormandize pass, send up Altaria, Eldegoss do 30 damage, and just be absolutely disrespectful. It's my absolute favorite thing. So typically the way my opponent would win against an Altaria like this is... Okay, I'm going to do something... I could start attacking. No, I guess I'll be good and I won't start attacking yet. Because if this Manaphy gets KO'd and I don't have a way to get it with Team Yell's Cheer and Capture Energy, then I'm kind of screwed. But anyways, what I was saying. My opponent's usual game plan would be Inteleon to use Waterfall or Quick Shooting against Altaria, but they kind of can't. So I'm just going to Speed Dive for 60. What do they do? What do they do? Can't do anything. They can't snipe. They can't hit the active. They can't Quick Shooting. I literally just shut off an entire deck. Which is just so hilarious to me. I absolutely love it. So we don't even need, like, the Flapple combo in this game. I think my opponent's just thinking, like, what the heck do I do? It's just so satisfying. If you don't know, like, decks I've played in the past, I played Sableye Garbodor. I got a day 2 at Arizona Regionals 2015, 2016, first expanded regionals. I can Flannery. That's actually very nice. anyways, I got a day 2 at Arizona Regionals 2015-2016 playing Sableye Garbodor, which is another control deck. So I absolutely love these kind of control decks. So I think we're gonna... we're not gonna play down the Eldegoss because we don't have the double turbo on hand. So no reason to Flannery yet. I guess I could. No harm, no foul, since I'm gonna want to Team Yell's Cheer before I play down Eldegoss. So I kind of just... So I'm gonna Flannery this here, get rid of the Path to the Peak, and then if my opponent doesn't play another Path to the Peak, then I guess I can have my Eldegoss. I don't know. We're kind of just chilling. I think we're in a checkmate scenario. But anyways, so Sableye Garbodor I played a lot. That was a lot of fun to play against. Hey, there's our Flapple. That was a lot of fun to play against Night March or Mega Rayquaza. Any decks that relied on like double colorless energy, because you would just, I mean, they would go through their deck so fast, spew Night Marchers into their discard pile, attach double colorless, attack. Sometimes not even take a prize because of Life Dew, which is an ace spec that says it's a Pokemon tool that says if this Pokemon gets knocked out, take one less prize, or your opponent takes one less prize. No, Cheryl. And what was it? Oh, I'm distracted now from the Cheryl. But so they spew all these cards into play. They attach their double colorless, and I would just go Enhanced Hammer, Junk Hunt for Enhanced Hammer, Junk Hunt for Enhanced Hammer, Life Dew, get 2 items from my discard pile back. So much fun. I love that deck. So, he died. I don't think I need to do anything here. My opponent's just gonna deck out. So this is one problem with the deck, is that you can get into these kinds of scenarios where you're just waiting for your opponent to deck out or like to take enough prizes. And so here, I mean, we're never gonna deck out. You've seen that combo that I've showed you before. Well, I guess we don't have a Cincino, so it's not possible. We could be going through our deck a little bit faster if I Phantom Transformation into Cincino. But I kind of want to save I want to save it for when I get a double turbos. Because once I get a double turbo, then I can start happy matching, or not happy matching, floating up with Eldegoss. So then we can start recycling our resources a little bit more. So I KO this Jolteon VMAX next turn, take 3 prizes, and you know what my 3 prizes are going to be? 3 Mincino. There's the boss. Okay, Gorb, and this is why I didn't want a Phantom Transformation into the Cincino as well. So Gorbis gets brought up. Okay. All right, that's fine. Are you gonna kill me? Okay, that's totally fine. I'm gonna attach a Capture Energy, retreat to Altaria. If this path to the peak wasn't in play, I could. Oh no! Wanted to KO Jolteon so I could grab 3 Mincinos on my prizes. That would have been sick. All right, well, one control game down. 1 more to go. 30-minute long video. We're fine. All right. So we didn't get to the like late game, but that's kind of essentially how the deck is supposed to play. Gets Encinos. I guess that's number 1. Into play. Get Zoroark into play. You get good stage 1 Pokemon into play with Zoroark, and recycle them over and over, and shut off Inteleon. Shut off Inteleon with Gorbis. You can shut off other stuff with Weezing. You can prevent damage from being done with Altaria. Now, this is the worst starter in the deck because it has 2 retreat costs. So, just know that. If you ever play this deck and you start Yveltal, it's bad. We do have this Hiding Energy, which Sander did not play, but we do. And we're going up against Malamar with this absolutely horrendous hand. So I'm going to put a Zorua down. I'm going to Capture Energy the Zorua and get a Snorlax into play, I believe. See what's prized. We have Mincinos. That's good. 1 is prized. That's fine. Yeah, I think I'm just going to grab Snorlax, because then next turn, if we don't die, which we probably will, then this double turbo, I can retreat into Snorlax and start drawing some more cards. Malamar is a very iffy matchup. So, they attached a Psychic to Sobble, which is questionable, to say the least. They play Manaphy, so Jolteon VMAX is not going to be super helpful here. Now, one leg up that we have in the Malamar matchup is that Cynthia's Ambition will never draw them 8 cards. I am not going to take knockouts usually. There's the Rapid Strike Tentacles. If we can get... I'm going to send this up because it doesn't really... Well, yeah, the energy doesn't really matter. And if I get a Galarian Wheezing somehow... I guess I wouldn't be able to get a Galarian Wheezing next turn. Does Zoroark has 2 Retreat Gusts? Yeah, let's just send this up. The capture energy on Zoroark does not matter. Okay, another double turbo. That's balls. Just retreat. Phantom Transformation discards all the energy cards attached to it. Anyways. This is not great. We don't even get to KO Malamars with Zoroark because Night Days does 70 damage, but reduces by 20 from the double turbo, so we only do 100 despite Malamar having weakness. So I think I'm just going to attach a double turbo here so we can retreat it if we need to next turn. Gormandize. This is not great. I'll have Paonia for next turn. I guess we could boss Manaphy, which is actually kind of nice because they can't attach Spiral Energies. We can grab the Wheezing with Evolution Incense. We don't have a way to discard it unless Paonia gives us something good. Multiple Psychic Energies, okay. All the Psychic Energies are coming down, which is kind of nice. The game plan here is honestly just going to be get Galarian Wheezing into play and start hoping my opponent dead draws. I definitely need some more Zoroarks into play also. Okay, only 40. That's actually fine. That is totally fine. We have a Quick Ball, so we can get Galarian Wheezing into play with Zoroark. So I think we're gonna Evo Incense, grab Galarian Wheezing, see what else is prized. One Zoroark, 3 zones. No Zoro is prized. Okay. I think everything that we might need for this matchup is here. The Gorbis is here too. Okay. Grab Galarian Wheezing. We'll Quick Ball away the Galarian Wheezing. Grab a Zorua. We could grab another Cincino, but I kind of want to make sure that we have... Yeah, I want to make sure that we have Weezings in play. So I'm going to prioritize Zora in this matchup, I think. Paonia, hopefully we can get a Scoop Up Net or something, because I want to start locking my opponent as soon as possible. Okay, we get a Mincino and a Level Ball. Those are both actually really good. Ribombee is not helpful in this matchup. Flapple is going to be helpful. Jolteon V is not going to be helpful with the Manaphy. I think I have to put Flapple in there, unfortunately. I'm so sorry, Flapple. I love you. I'm sorry. Put Flapple in the prizes. All right, I'm going to remember it's the bottom left one. Okay, Mincino into play, so now next turn we can get Cincino. I guess we can actually just get 2. Let's actually just get 2 Mincinos. 2 Mincinos. And then we can Gormandize for a lot. Gormandize. Okay, so now we're setting up kind of nicely. We have a Cincino. We have Galarian Wheezing in the discard pile. We have our Hiding Energy, so we can Severe Poison. We want to make sure our opponent has very few cards in hand when we put the Wheezing up into the active. There's only one Hiding Energy, so the only way we can get it back is with Roseanne's backup. And Severe Poison is very good in this matchup, making my opponent poisoned and putting 4 damage counters on them in between turns. Unfortunate that there wasn't a Scoop Up Net. I would have, I think, liked to lock my opponent that turn with Galarian Wheezing, since, I mean, look, they're using Shady Dealings a whole bunch. They're about to use Octillery. Like, using Galarian Wheezing there would have, I just had a little brain fart, would have been really good. No Octillery, no Shady Dealings. None of this stuff would have happened. So unfortunately we didn't get that, but that's, I don't think it's super necessary. It's scary. 2 Karina's Focus are discard pile. I'm hoping they just knock out my Snorlax. Hoping they knock out Snorlax. And I can just put Wheezing in play. I think I might actually not attach the Hiding Energy when I get Wheezing into play. Get Wheezing into play. Boss Manaphy, I think. See like force them to use resources on my on attacking my Weezing without the hiding energy, and then attach it later. That makes sense. Yeah, because they only had to use 3 Rapid Strike cards. They have 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I'm gonna try and bait them to use the rest of those Rapid Strike cards in hand. There's the scoop up net. That's annoying. All right, Cincino, Zora. We have another Peonia, but I think I just want to discard it with Cincino. So let's make do, get rid of the Peonia. We have all the cards we're going to want. There's the Turffield Stadium, which is useless without Flapple, so I can Ultra Ball it away. I can get another Zoroark with Ultra Ball, which is going to be very helpful. Yeah, we're going to Phantom Transformation here. Boy, I almost hit Night Days. Phantom Transformation into Galarian Weezing. Okay, shut off all of my opponent's abilities. Very, very good. And I'm actually not going to play the Ultra Ball yet, because Malamar usually doesn't play Marnie. And that gives me higher odds of just naturally drawing into the Zoroark. So I'm going to hold the... I'm going to hold this here. I'm also going to boss them. So now, Spiral Energy can't be attached to this. Tower of Waters doesn't work on it. They need to do something. So now they need to do something to get out of that active spot, which is nice. So in this deck, you always want to be forcing your opponent to do stuff as well. Man, they play a lot of Psychic Energy. That can't be right. That's a lot of non-Rapid Strike cards to have in your deck. Seems bad. I don't know. Cynthia's Ambition for 1. Cool. So many non-Rapid Strike cards. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Rapid Strike Tentacles. Come on. Get rid of a bunch. Okay, 3. That's actually not KOing me. Which is kind of annoying, if I'm being honest. I actually could scoop up net, but I think that's probably wrong. Capture Energy. Honestly, I think for another... Capture Energy this Cincino here. I can use it for retreat later. There's only one Zoroark left, but do I have Clara? If I don't, okay, I do have Clara, so I can get Zoroarks back, no problem. Let's just put another Zora down. Another Zora down. We will make do this Turffield Stadium. I really don't need that. Okay. Level Ball means we can grab another Cincino. Seems good. Set up our board a little bit more. And then let's make do this Quick Ball. Okay. Still no Zoroarks. Kind of sucks. We do have a Zinnias. So I'm going to Zinnias, I think, the Flannery and Cincino. Those aren't going to help me a whole lot here. Oops. There's another Zoroark. Okay, so get a Zoroark down. And I think we'll just pass here. We are also looking for the Roseanne's backup, which I'm pretty sure I checked and was in there. And Team Yell's Cheer should be in there too. So now, if you noticed, we're not really doing anything. Okay, there's a boss. Honestly, kind of fine. That means our Weezing isn't getting killed. They do get their abilities back. Kind of annoying. But they're just going to use... Oh, I see what they're going to do. Okay, that's clever. 2-price turn. Actually kind of bad for us. Wow, so many non-Rapid Strike cards. There's only one Rapid Strike, or 2 Rapid Strike cards in here. They just did not attack me? Okay. Okay, not a 2-price turn. Never mind. Alright, so here we're definitely going to Phantom Transformation back into the Weezing. I do kind of wish we had Flapple, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to attach the Hiding Energy now. We have Clara in our hand, so we get our Zoroarks back. So I think I'm going to Clara for double Zoroark. Clara, double Zoroark here. Cool. I do kind of wish we had Flapple, not gonna lie. Alright, so now we have Weezing for days. We're chilling. Make do this Altaria away. Altaria is gonna be absolutely useless. Have another Mincino. We don't really need more make do's. So I think we're just gonna make do away the Snorlax here. Cheryl and a Level Ball. Kind of bad. Retreat. And now we're going to Severe Poison and see if we can't catch our opponent without a knockout here. So hopefully we can get that Roseanne's backup next turn too. we're looking for Eldegoss as well as Roseanne's backup right now. So there's one double turbo in the discard pile. We have one in our hand, so we're kind of fine. There's 3 Cynthias and 2 Karinas, so my opponent's running low on draw supporters now. So if we can chain Weezings, no Rapid Strike Tentacles in hand, we get a knockout now on this Malamar. Let's go. There's nothing really I want to Ultra Ball for. I'd rather just use it for make do fodder. But I also don't want to go too aggressive. But I think we're okay to make do a couple more times and thin our deck a little bit. There's our Roseanne's backup. Fantastic. We could Ultra Ball for the Eldegoss here. Let's see. Kind of wanted the T-Meal's Cheer. Okay, let's Ultra Ball away the Elemental Badge as well as the Mencina. We don't need those. We can grab Eldegoss here. And I want the Clara back, honestly. Maybe we could get back Roseanne's backup. Sorry, this deck takes a lot to pilot. So hopefully I'll get some experience with like seeing how it's actually played. So I'm gonna Happy Match. I'm gonna grab the Clara back. Could also grab the No, I think Clara's fine. Maybe the boss even. Maybe let's actually grab the boss. I think that actually... Well, we have a boss in hand. Let's grab Clara. Grab Clara. We can attach a double turbo. Retreat for free, and we'll float up. And yes, I would love to shuffle back into the deck. So that's how we're not going to deck out, is by float up. Then Poison takes out the Malamar. So no Cynthia's Ambition. These were all cards that we didn't necessarily want. Flapple's right here. Bottom left. We're grabbing Flapple, baby. Let's go. Now we can start to do some snipe damage. So now... Did we discard the turf field? I think we did. We discarded the turf field. So Roseanne's backup is going to be helpful to get the turf field back to set up our infinite combo. Maybe we can actually get the infinite combo up here. Flapple also bypasses Mana Fee, so we're chilling. I'm so excited that we're getting it off. This is still kind of scary, though. Next turn... If I say... Ah, shoot. I guess if I saved the Ultra Ball... Okay, never mind. Another Incase. I was going to say that if I saved the Ultra Ball, I could have waited until this turn. That way I could Ultra Ball, discard the Flapple, get it in the discard pile for Phantom Transformation, grab Eldegoss, and then this turn use Happy Match, because I would be able to do 30 to this Inkay and 20 with Apple Drop, so that would actually KO the Inkay. But it looks like they got the Malamar anyways, and they're going to do 40 damage. Totally fine. Malamar's kind of duty without its abilities, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so... I think I'm just going to Severe Poison again. I don't really see any reason to do anything else. I could get down another... No, I don't even want another Zora, because then I'm not going to be able to Happy Match. I will make do the Flapple away, so that's the discard pile. Flannery, not really going to help us. So I think let's just go towards this end game. Cheryl's also not really going to help us. We'll go towards this Happy Match end game. This Flapple end game. Spear Poison. Hopefully taking another Malamar out. So then we can Roseanne's backup. And Roseanne's backup will get us the turf field again, which would be nice. There's one. I want to save Roseanne's backup for when I can put the hiding energy back in as well. So there's Eldegoss, so we can get another supporter back. Guess we could just use Roseanne's backup now. So we can get the turf field. Clara, let's just use Roseanne's backup. I think it's okay. We'll get another Zora. Get Turffield Stadium. I don't really want this on the badge, so put those back. Make do a couple times. Get rid of the Gorbis. Draw. Cool. And we can make do the Mana Fee. I guess we're getting a little low on cards. Kind of scary, but I want this Flapple endgame. There's Turffield Stadium. Okay, so we're going to Happy Match. Oh, we have T-Mail's Cheer in our hand now, too. Alright, Happy Match. Grab Roseanne's backup. Double Colorless Energy. Retreat. And float up. not taking the KO on Malamar, but taking the KO on Malamar. So now we are slowly winning this game. We're not winning this game yet, but we're just very slowly chipping our opponent away. And what are they going to do? They have to draw. I mean, they're drawing one card a turn. What are they going to do? Next turn, we'll be able to get the Flapple. We can get the Flapple combo. I think. Yeah, because we have 2 make dues. We'll be able to draw our whole deck. Oh my god, we get the Flapple combo. Let's go. Flapple's going to do work here. Okay, so this is exciting. Okay, we're going to Phantom Transformation. I want to make sure I do not mess this up. Phantom Transformation. Grab the Flapple. We're going to Apple Drop. Place 20 damage on the Inkay. We got it! We did it! We're going to Turf Field Stadium. Turf Field Stadium. Grab the Flapple. Make do away the Flapple. Let's go. We actually did it. Put Zorua down. Play the Clara. Put 2 Pokemon in my hand. I'm going to grab Zorua and Zoroark. Yes, let's go. Eldegoss for Clara. Put the double colorless. Retreat into Eldegoss. Not deck out because we're going to put We did it. Yes, I'm so happy we got it. Oh my god. I was a little worried. Yes. That's so cool. That is so cool. Flapple, you're so good. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. As long as my opponent doesn't put down a water energy somehow, I think we'll be okay. We even have Boss. So we can, like, and we have extra Zoras and Zoroarks, so we can actually kill Inkay again next turn. And it'll actually put us in the lead, which is kind of crazy. What? They didn't play? What? They just didn't play one down. Okay. We get to do it again. We get to do it again. This is so This is so good. Okay. Let me just make sure I don't mess this up. We're gonna Zoroark. Phantom Transformation. Grab the Flapple. Flapple comes into play. Flapple, Apple Drop the Inkay. Places damage counters, we're fine. Turf Field, grab Flapple. Make do, away the Flapple. Cool, Zora down. Are not going to use our Clara this turn. We're going to grab Inkay. We're going to lay down Eldegoss. I guess grab our boss, sure. This is orders. Double colorless, retreat. And float up. Kill the Inkay. So good. So good. Oh my god. Oh. Grab another Zoroark. Perfect. That's amazing. They are going to have another Inkay. Can we do it again? No, we can't do it again. We need to climb. Let's go! We won! We did it! We used control to win. That was absolutely incredible. I was so happy those got recorded. That was so funny. So, check out this control deck. It's so fun. It's honestly like one of the coolest decks I've ever played. Shout out to Sander, sorry, with creating the whole like skeleton for the list, because this has been so much fun. It is honestly a very cool deck. When your opponent needs to take 6 prizes, you have tons of time to get set up. When you have really good walls like Weezing and with Altaria, you just have all the time in the world, and it's such a blast. This was so much fun to play, and I hope you had as much fun watching as I did playing it. So if you enjoyed, please subscribe. I really want to get that subscriber count up. It helps me out a lot. I love making content. And so please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what other wacky decks you think I should try out. And what other changes you might make to the deck, because I don't think it's perfect. So let me know if you liked it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.